Hello everyone, welcome on the stream. Hello, so make a wish. Sorry for for wrong scene. I have to I think delete this old scene. Welcome everyone. Today we'll be finishing this UI system on for I would say Steam Tales, but to be honest, it make in a way that will be used in every other project of ours. So I'm almost sure that this UI with buttons will be directly merged to Break Bridge, and I think we'll use it in other games. Hello, Blixon. Welcome to a flip. Hello, Aurora. Aurora, welcome everyone. Blixon, I watched that film that you recommended about reading code. I would say that he's right in a lot of points. He knows what he talks about. And I really liked the way he presented his knowledge and preferences. I would say it's a very good material to learn from. Thank you very much for this. Okay, where we stopped. I know. We were somewhere here with those buttons. Okay. So now I can just delete those things. Maybe. Okay. So for now, I will leave it like that with those select deselect. I will do it later. First, I want to create those select deselect behaviors. Yeah. So how should I do that? I think there's button settings. Oh, I have an idea, because I can I've created this key-based factory that has type and key. So for example, I can store classes based on string key. So it will let me just writing a name of behavior, and this will create this class that will connect with it. But here, when I using create instance, I can pass some arguments to constructor of either behavior. So I'm thinking, can I use those parameters to override, not override, but to use these colors, especially with those settings data that I created. Can I or can't I? Oh, I think I have an idea. I can create like a list of behaviors. There I can add each behavior, for example, sound, color, change sprite, change color. Then I can just add some other list of parameters that will be type of this button settings data, but using this types with editor. So I can do like add color, and will let me add color for select deselect color. So then when I will, then I will be able to overwrite I can override it with that. I think it's interesting idea. Got myself silver tape today. It's so satisfying to do it using just hand. Yeah, it's great, and I'm really impressed with this engineering behind silver tape, because it's very strong. If you type something with it, you can easily type it and it will stretch. It will hold anything. But when you are ending and you want just tear up this two parts by hand, it very easily tears with little force. And for me, as someone who is really passionate about technology and of course those mechanical parts and so on, it's so good to see this theoretical knowledge that you learn in college used in practice in everyday items like the silver tape. Of course, saying that silver tape is everyday item, it's kind of stretch, but yeah, I think it's fun. Yeah. Now I can remove type test, but I think I will just redesign this whole class. Yeah, exactly. The silver tape is this one invention that pushed humanity further. I think it's one of the main. Yeah, it's on a. I think in a space station, International Space Station, the silver tape is one of main tools to fix something. It's way to go. When you have something wrong, you just use it. And I think it was in some Apollo mission that they had problem with those system to keep air, to add of oxygen and clear air and so on. They just take some filters, use the silver tape around it, come up with something, and they survive this mission. Yeah, silver tape is humanity best invention. Yeah, it's crazy, and I'm almost like when I'm watching those movies or even documentaries about this era of space exploration at the beginning of it. So Apollo times and first Russians rockets, and I'm like, wow, this Cold War was great for it, and what they made in those times. Of course, by today's standards, none of those rockets will even start. It's like now we have 99.999 and so on percentage of sureness, I would say, that everything will go fine. And during Apollo, it sometimes was even 50-60% that they will survive. They will even go to the space, not even talking about coming back. And somehow they did it. They survived, they come back, and we went to the moon. And someone could say that now we have SpaceX with Elon Musk, and they have problem with starting rocket. But I don't know if you watch it, but like a few weeks ago, they tried for the first time starting their Starship with this booster and top part, and it was amazing to watch. When I was watching it, you can ask people from my studio that were with me on Discord that day. But when it started, when it lifted off, I was like screaming. I was like happy like child on a Christmas day that received the best present in their life. I don't know why, but I love it. I love watching how it starts. I remember one time when I was in it's SKA, it's students astronomy astronomic like a club on in a college. So I was working on a underwater rover, not this Pavusat. It's like small factory satellite, but I was watching with them this start when they were, I think, on a Falcon Heavy. Heavy, they started. It was like this huge mission with hundreds of small cubic satellites and PWSat 2, I think it was second iteration of it, was on the rocket. And watching it, I feel chills. When I'm talking like about it, I still feel those chills on my hands. Like, it's great. I wish I could. I would someday watch Starship start and feel this sound, this shockwave, or maybe even I will travel someday. I think we have the best times to live now, because someone can say that when this whole space era started with Cold War, we were going to the moon and so on. But now, with this reliability of rockets, with this reusability of also, it's so good that you have perspective in a few or even 10-20 years, maybe more. You have opportunity to go to space, and with this fast development of it, it can be affordable. So it's good. It feels so good to even think about it. Should have gone for space software development. To be honest, watching what SpaceX done in their Dragon capsule, I think in a few decades they will use games on those screens, and you can always write games for those screens. So I'm laughing about it, but because I remember when there was a first Dragon capsule start, and everyone remembered this Soyuz capsules control system where you have stick to press buttons, and then you see SpaceX start. There's 3 monitors, and we watch it in a slow motion to see what they are using, and it's like animated scrolling lists on a screen, on touch screen. And I think they told that this whole visualization is based on Chromium. So basically, they just created web page with those animated lists, animated pop-ups, and like, we have Soyuz. We thought it's best capsule, and everyone were using it. And now SpaceX comes and gives you touchscreen in a space capsule. Wow, that was huge when I saw it for the first time. So, with this battle settings, I can go with it like yeah, I think they have a lot of front-end developers, especially in there. But when you look how they develop, how they progress, and how they iterate through ships and everything, my jaw always drops when I see that. I'm very quite usually I'm watching those videos about Starbase and how they iterate and this when this ship is created and so on and so on. And I always they want to, I think, create one starship every 20 and every 48 hours. So like every ship in each 2 days. Like they creating assembly line for space rockets. It's so unthinkable when you try to do it. They are not building rockets. They are building assembly line for rockets to make rocket every 48 hour. Now they are creating one engine, Raptor second Raptor engine every day. Every 24 hours they can they push out new engine. It's, I don't know how to say that. It's never met before, and for me when I'm looking at it, it's like this approach to space, creating rockets and space industry. It's like Ford in his times when he showed assembly lines for cars. It's this kind of revolution. How they're even gonna use it? Mainly to support colonies. So first things first, NASA wants to make humans always present on Moon. So I don't know if this with this first land, but they have planned to make human always to make that always some humans are on the Moon. So we need a lot of support from Earth to send them. So sending those starships to bring tools, to bring food, and so on. And of course, Musk wants to create colony on Mars, and I think it's great to make human multiplanetary species. And to do that, we need a lot of ships. And of course, I think they want to send the starship to the Moon. It will be lander for next human mission to the Moon. And to do that, I think they need about 8 starships in space, because they have ship that will be lander. But there will be, I think, 6 or 7. I don't remember exact numbers, but something about around that. Those ships will have only fuel in space to just refuel this lander. So yeah, they need a lot of that, a lot of them, and I'm so eager to see that, to watch those achievements of them. Yeah, it's a great time to live, to be able to see with your own eyes how history is made. Something tells me that multiplanetary thing might cause some conflicts as Earth versus Mars. To be honest, I was thinking about it. But for me, if we reach this point when we can be called multiplanetary species, we have to stop violence, we have to stop wars, we have to work together as people, as whole Earth, because I think, and watching something what is happening right now, if we won't stop wars, we'll kill ourselves before even becoming multiplanetary species. Let me check something, because right now I remembered that from last stream, from yesterday's streams, my camera didn't record it, but yeah, now it's recording. I had such a strange problem with OBS. I had plugin to just record my camera separately. Everything worked just fine. I just updated OBS, and it stopped working. It shows me everything, but it stopped working. I did almost everything. I uninstalled OBS, I uninstalled a plugin, and so on. And in the end, it came up that just it was one option to select file formats, and somehow it wasn't set, and this caused this whole problem that I lost my recording. Luckily, I have a whole screen to send to YouTube. Of course, if you want, I will leave link to our recordings from streams. But yeah, it is what it is. So I'm thinking about it. Those button settings, those groups. I have I come up with an option in my head to add new functionalities, but I don't have an idea how to properly do like this removing feature. So I can easily add new features, like add changing text or text color text or something like that. But I cannot come up with a clever way to remove with overrides. Oh, or I have an option. So basically, those button settings can be like that. Button setting mono behavior, and I can create this class setting data that will be also mono behavior. So here I can create some string key, and also I can add some bool that will meant remove feature, and I think that it will work. So now I can have this hierarchy that I create global settings, default settings with this button settings component on a prefab. Then I can have groups of those settings. So like prefab variants of this default setting with those additional settings data like key, remove feature, and so on. And on top of that, I can on every button I should create a separate file for every mono behavior. You have to have separate file with same name as class name. But here I'm just writing from top of my head what I want to organize if I'm thinking correctly. So I can have those. I can have settings data, and then on top of that, I can do it like that with awakes to find base buttons. And if there is base button, I can overwrite in some way functionalities on this button. That's neat. So on awake, I can do everything from here, and those things I can do on start. And everything everything should work just fine. Yeah, I think it can work in some quite nice way. So let's start. Button settings will be left like that. And let me create this setting data here in a settings directory. So it will be setting data. Okay. Of course, added to git add. So it's inheriting from mono behavior. And I can expose, of course, key. So it will be field serialize field. Yeah, it should be like that. It will be public string key, of course, with get and private set. I can create another field that will be type of that will have type of boolean, so bool. It will be called remove. Oh, maybe no. Maybe let's do it like that. It's the setting data class, but it's abstract class, and this set is, I think, private for now. And for now, I will leave it like that. So I can go further. So yeah, now I have to prepare for this change text color behavior. I have to create change text color data, of course, like that, and it will of course inherit after setting data. And I want here to expose, or maybe not change color data. Maybe let's rename this to color data, like that, and expose only two properties, like this serialized field, public color selected color. Okay, of course we get private set, and another field, also serialized field, that will be public color this selected color. Okay, with get and private set. I can create more of those settings. So for example, I can come up with remove feature. Okay. And this remove feature will be, of course, inheriting after setting data, and nothing more. Okay, for now, I think I have enough. So this button settings, I don't need, so just remove it. Those button settings override, also remove. Here in button settings, I want to do something on validate. So on validate is a method that is fired every time when data is changed inside of mono behavior. But is it fired when something is added? I don't know. we will see, or we can just check it. On validate. Okay, scripting API. Editor or only, of course. Function that calls when the script is loaded or value or a value changes in inspector. You should okay. I cannot do it. Okay, so on validate. Can I? But wait a moment. I have those self-child attributes, and they are here with validate address that is fired on validate. So it's on validate should be called when something is added to game object. Let me check it out. So let's go here. What type of magic is created? So let's go with validate further. Okay. And it's just scanning and validating refs. I like this code. It looks very clean. And it's not, for me, it's not surprised that that creator of this game has a lot of attention to him and shows it a lot, because it's very neat and thought code. Okay, so here I want to expose also as field, serialize field. Okay, it will be public list, not light, list of setting data. Okay, and it'll be setting datas. Let's go with just new. Why do you still calling datas as an error? Let's add it to theme shirt. What? But it's field. Come on, don't do that. So on validate, I want to clear this list and do this get components iteration. It will be var components. It will look for components type of setting data. Okay, and for each component, for each in component, so for each data, I want to just add it to this list. And I think it will. Oh, I know why it's screaming on me, because I forgot get private set. Now we're fine. So now on validate, I should scan for all data and will be added there. Let me check if that works as intended. Okay, we can just for now comment it out. Okay. Oh, it's not work. Oh, because there's here the scene structure is different. Okay, let's go with this untitled. Let's create empty and clear this position. I don't know why, but I love when game objects, especially those that are used to store like game manager, network manager, so on, are on a 000 position, and in most cases, even some holders, some points, I love to set them in a way that they are in a 000 position. To be honest, it saved me a lot of work in a lot of times, especially when I'm attaching something or something like that, because I don't have to care about offset and so on. It's very useful to care about that, and I see that a lot of especially new developers just don't care about it, and then there are problems. So button settings, and can I create color data? Okay. Oh, it didn't even changed. Okay, let me use this remove feature. Okay, let me do like that. Unity editor events on component add, like that. Can I do something like that? So there is component there is a callback. Component was added. Oh, here it is. Is it some clear way? I don't like it. But to be honest, I will leave it like that for now. Maybe I will expose only refresh property. No, let's do it easier. Let's do it like menu item. And here, let's set name of it to refresh. Okay. And here it will be private void refresh. Okay. Oh, it's not. It should be context menu. It's something like what I want. So what does this context menu does? So now when I'm going, when I go here, when I press those three dots, how it's called? It's hamburger menu or something like that. Here I have refresh, and it just take every component from that. That is good enough for now. And let's go further with that. So we started with it. Okay, so back to the code. I have color data. What is more? What can I also change? I can change colors. I can change sprites. But I think I will add those features later when I will need them. Or maybe not. Maybe let's do it at this point. It will be easier. So it's color data. Let's make this sprite data. Okay. So sprite data inheriting from settings data, and I will have those things. Okay. So it's like serialized fields, and those should be sprites. Selected sprite and deselected sprite. Okay. Deselected sprite. Okay, how do I want to add those sounds? Because there's more inconvenience when I add this package right now, that it just throws errors that fmod is not initialized and you cannot use it. But I can do it. So I can here add fmod sound data. Of course, inherits after setting data, but hide it behind some kind of define. So if I'm guessing correctly, fmod should ask something to my defines. So let's check it here. In the player settings, in other settings, there is this huge list. Oh, there is nothing. So let's create fmod, only this. So thanks to that, and by pressing apply, everything should work as fine. So only if fmod. But I added fmod, so let's this code just recompile. I can reference fmod library. So I think camera glitched for a moment. We're living. Thanks to that, I can hide everything. So for the first time, when someone's add this whole utils to the projects and didn't even install fmod at the moment, everything should work just fine, with no problems, with no errors. So let's create this field, serialized field, that is event, I think it's event reference. Or it's not. How was it called? Of course I removed it. Of course I removed it. So let me quickly open Project Bridge to just check exact naming of those properties for events. So base but serialized fields. Let's go there. This is place to go. Okay, it's quicker. Come on, you can do it. Indexing, it's not so hard, I think. Come on. Hey, here we go. Can I go now? No. So I think I will be faster when I will just go through, or maybe not. It's, oh, it's here. It's event reference. Okay. So event reference. There is no fmod. I know why. Because in my assembly definition, I dropped support for it. So here in my neck UI, I should add fmod unity. Save, of course. So now I should have access to event reference. Do I? Still, I don't have access to it. So it's neck UI, unity UI. Okay. Oh, I added it here. No. It should be here in unity UI. Yeah, exactly here. So let me just add fmod unity. So here I have key basic course refs. I think those packages like references from KB Core and the serialized interface will stay with me for a long time. And I think most projects will just use them. Okay. So now, where is event reference? It's here in NEC Unity UI. Here it is. So, of course, those using should be hidden inside this if F mode. To someone who is asking himself, what is this F mode? It's audio engine. To be honest, I never used Unity built-in audio. Always, I was always skipping this part, and finally, when I needed it, I already were familiar with Fmod engine, and it's great. I love it. It's very capable. It's very easy to learn, and it gives you a lot of possibilities, especially when you have some designer in your team and he wants to mix sounds in a special way, in a way that he wants to make them sound. And of course, you can easily change their like levels, audio levels, so you don't have to come to code and fine tune everything. You can just go to Fmod. It looks like big DJ's console, and you can just tweak, add some simple, maybe not even simple, very advanced filters, effects on sounds, and it's great. I love it, and I'm I'm staying with it. There is also another engine that is very popular in game dev. It's called Wise. I think it's correct spelling, and I think it's better in a lot of ways, but for an indie studio, Fmod has very nice pricing, and is very oh no, I forgot about something. So this Fmod library, and maybe not even a library, as I said, it's whole engine. It has pricing, it has license, but for small indie game, you don't have to even care about it. Where is pricing? I want to check pricing. It should be somewhere. Yeah, licensing. So if your development budget, okay, here it is. If it's very I would say open, and so if your development budget is under 5,000K, you have to pay $2,000 per game. But when you are in the studio with very or even no budget, it was somewhere here. Of course, they have whole attribution guide when you are using it for free. Where is it? It was somewhere here. Come on, it was somewhere here. Note. Oh, here it is. Free indie license available for developers within less than 2,000K revenue per year. So when you have small or even no budget and you didn't even earn 2,000K revenue per year, so you don't have to pay for it, and it's great. But when you have bigger budgets, it's very reasonable to pay $5,000, or if you have even more than 1.5 millions, to pay $15,000 for this tool. It's capable, and I love that it's one-time payment upfront, because it's easier to to work with that as from business perspective, I would say, because I thought about using Odin Inspector. I love it. It's great tool, but when it's coming up to counting how much money I have to spend on it, it's very hard to estimate precisely, because your game, okay, you say you will make game in a year, but this year means it can take half a year, or it can take 2 years. You are, of course, estimating, and final product will take longer to develop. And with tools like Odin, when you have a paid monthly fee, it's another point of pressure, I would say, on you to finish games quicker, to publish it quicker, to go further. But yeah, I don't like it. It's just me. Okay. So with fmod sound data, I wanted to make this hover sound. Maybe not hover, maybe selected sound. Okay. It of course gets and private set. That's good. And here I want to have field, serialized field with public event reference selected sound. It will be clicked sound. Okay. And of course, get, come on, private set. Great. Yeah, great. So now I have created, I think, maybe not all, but only necessary data to contain data for logic. And here I can do change text color behavior. Okay, so let me create another simple sound behavior. So this one will of course inherit after button element behavior, and it will do some logic. Of course, it should be hidden behind fmod. Okay. Oh, no. And if, okay, that's good. What I want to change color. Let me expose one behavior more. It will be called change. Do I need changing sprites? No, I think that's enough. Wait, Reddit. Oh, yeah. What I want more. What I have in Project Bridge. So I have text, I have selected text color. Okay, it's all what I did, everything what I needed. So now I can go further. I think I have an idea. Okay, so what I want to do now. So let's create button that clicks on, of course, on clicks, changes color, and for now it will be enough. So let's create some playground for that. And I think I will start from my scene, this inventory scene. Don't save it here, and I can use it here in a way. So what I have to do? It's project bridge. Yeah, I don't want it. Close it like that. Let's start with color. So I have to expose from button some events. Yeah, those events will be to like that. So on button pressed, it's simple. I want to expose events like public events action on selected, of course, and I want to expose event action on deselected. Okay, what is wrong with you? Oh, so you are telling that's not working. Okay, that's good. You meant on two projects? So right now, to be honest, I'm working on 4 because I have one that I had to finalize and to publish it to testers as soon as possible. I have Project Bridge that I'm still adding some features and working on experience of this game. For now, I'm working on Steam Tales, so here on streams, and I'm can tell that I'm working on voxel tanks because this project is done on this Polish streams on Mondays. But in some way, I'm working on those two projects at the moment, right now, because we have this structure of submodules. So generally, this neck UI, this whole utils, this UI, these utils are totally separate repository. So we keep there all our utilities, common code. So like UI, some utils. What I have in utils? I have like this factory, okay, coroutine utils. I have some auto scene changer like time machine, and so on, so on. Some dictionary extensions, and yeah, I have something like that. And every other project, like this Steam Tales, has inside of it folder that is straightly connected to this repository. So changing code here will change my code in other projects like Project Bridges, so on. Okay. Where were I? Here. So on select, I should call on selected that invoke. Okay. No. I'm like this cat that is no. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's this quite funny cat. Oh, I think I won't find it in a way. Yeah, and those sounds coming out from me are strange sometimes. So here on a select, on deselect, it is something that I wanted to just avoid. Yeah. You all got anything open sourced? Yes. For now we have one tool that is open source. but it's not quite finished. Maybe not. It's finished, but it's not in a state that it's done. We are still adding features to it. It's called Lithium UI. So basically, when you want to create some editor window in a new UI toolkit package, you can come up with something like that. So I have items here. Oh, hello, Michael. It's more like framer than a tool. Yeah, that's true. So basically, to do that, something like that, like I showed you here, you have to go to here and open its thing. It was called. So you do things like in Android editor. So you have items, you have some properties of them, you add things together. And it's good when you want to create something in a way you want to look at. So when I wanted to look it like that, I dropped just items and added them from here. Then from code, I have to find this name field and so on. And Nickelodeon here, Michael, created this tool that can do everything from there, from code. I don't know if I have some. Do I have some example here? I think oh, it's already added. I know how I can find it. It should be somewhere. Oh, it should be its package, so I wouldn't find it easily. So basically, you can create editors, very simple editors from code. It takes like few minutes, not an hour or two. Yeah, sometimes when I want to make it easier to understand, I'm saying something that usually Michael is coming up, and it's not true. You shouldn't tell that. Do I have it somewhere? I don't know. I could dig it. So basically, with this Lithium UI, Michael created a whole JSON serializer in about 15 minutes. So it basically takes JSON and creates a whole structure in a visual way. And it's great. Yeah. Yeah, it's also in the repository. And with other our tools, to be honest, I think I want yeah, exactly. Actually 10-minute speech. Great. I won't make other tools from here publicly available. If you are with me on the streams or watching on YouTube, you can easily come up here and ask me about something, and I will show you my code. I'm proud of it, but it's not in a state where I have proper documentation. I didn't done a lot of tests on them, and I'm not feeling that it's good to show it publicly, to push it publicly, so someone could download. It's not in a state where someone can download it and just use it. It's not the state, and I think it will never be in a state that I will be proud of it at the point where it's ready to publish. But I think some parts of it, maybe like this UI part with Windows, but it has its own limitations in that, and it's very rapidly evolving. I think even in this code, there are some things that when I started writing it, I wrote it in a like 2 days. When I was starting it, it changed a lot. So in a code, there are places where it's obsolete because day one, when I started it, had some features and or had some flow, and at the end of second day, it changed completely. So yeah, it's not in a place where someone could use it. Yeah, that's what Michael's right. That more tools using this lithium are coming, and we are thinking about just publishing those core elements like lithium or maybe this UI as the free open source, and publishing assets built on top of that, like this other tools. Or for my system, I think it could be just default pop-ups and so on, as paid assets on asset store. Yeah, I could throw some little joke that those logos are very similar because every Michael's tools have very similar theme in logo, and in some way it's great. When I see logo, I know that it's tool from Michael because vibes from them are very similar. Very geometric, very clean, and sometimes they have story behind them why it looks like that. Oh, and when you are here, Michael, I've made pivot once again from our idea with those data and so on. I've made it maybe change a little bit. Yeah, you have. Yeah, that's true. Michael has whole catalog of icons, but yeah, I've changed. I pivoted a bit once more, but I think I'm proud of it now. So let me here. Create something like that. So I can create private dictionary that it will be private dictionary with string as a key, and with this behavior. How was basic class? It's button element behavior, so it's string basic button element behavior. Okay. Why do you shouting at me? Okay, and it will be behavior. Sorry. Sorry for those with headphones. So it's dictionary of behaviors. Let's call it just behaviors. Hello, Gonarty. Hi, I am making a secret game for my brothers in Sharas where you can read chill. Sorry, we're not interested in that. We have our own studio, and we are not looking for this type of side projects, especially with this thematics. Okay. Back to my code. On select, on deselect. So here I can call some event on deselect. I think I can do it like that. So here, this button element behavior, let me go to it. Let's just delete those select deselect because it will be called from other place. Here I can make constructor. Yeah, I think I can start with constructor. What? Okay. Do I need? But is it? I think I have a wrong naming for that. Is it? Is it constructor? Yeah, it's constructor. It's still called constructor. Okay. So I can make public button element behavior, and here I want to make sure that everyone passes me, creates its own constructor with base button, because I want this base button to be present in every this behavior. So how can I go further with that? I don't have an idea for now. Or do I? What I'm doing? Oh, yeah, here. So coming back to my things. I have this behavior, and I want to create this method that will be public virtual. Public virtual? Yeah. No, public abstract. Public abstract register method. So this register method will be used for registering in this whole factory. So it's register in factory. Okay. Do I factory? Okay, so everyone can now implement methods. Great. You also implement methods. Sure. So this change text color behavior, for example, can take usage of mm, change color. Sorry, it's color data. Yeah, color data. It's data like that. And in register in factory, I want to go to my UI manager, to its instance, and I want to have access to my factory. So here I can expose public. It will be key. How key based factory? How is it not accessible from here? Okay, great. So if I remember correctly, first parameter is key, so it will be string, and second part is type, which will be held in this factory, or maybe let us say type that will be created by this factory. This base type that I want to create is button element behavior. It's this one. So let me just copy that and add it here, of course. No. Why do you have problem with having access to this? But oh, I know. No, no. That's bad. It shouldn't be done here. It should be done in this Unity UI's mono UI manager, because there is manager that is inheriting from this base manager, and this manager is only for Unity UI's manager. Perhaps not PHP not having generics makes me so angry. I want them so badly. Yeah, those generics are beautiful. I love using them, and I think they are very, very powerful. But when I hear what they have in C++ with, I think I remember it correctly. It's some type of templates, something like that. Whoa, those are powerful. Key-based factory. So this will be behaviors factory. Okay. It has public get and of course private set. Great. And what will be done here? Here, when I create new manager, I of course set up. Okay, so C++ have templates, whereas the rest of the world generics, nothings. Okay. So here are basic setups, especially for my default elements like default pop-up canvas and default pop-up prefab. That stays untouched. So I create something. Okay, I on scene change. I do something. Okay. And here I want to make this new factory. Why? Because now it will go here. It will go through every item that has attribute factory registration, and it will register itself. So what I mean by that, here I can add this factory registration attribute, and here I can go to my, it's not UI manager, I want to go directly to mono UI manager, and I want here to go to my... Oh no. Mono UI Manager doesn't have its own instance. I don't like it. I don't like it a lot. How can I change that? Can I do it like that? With this? It will be this. It will be hiding its UI manager, and here I will go with instance equals this. I think it will work. Please don't scream at me. And on this behaviors factory, I can fire register and pass something. So I can pass key, where key is change text color. I'm calling it like that. So change text color, and parameters. Our parameter is type. So I want to take type of this. Oh. Or should I do it like... Yeah, I should do it like that. So now, here, when I create new Mono UI Manager, to be honest, it's usually called from Game Manager at start. It creates new instance of this factory. This factory, doing its own magic. So it's going through this thing that is called assembly, and scans for every method for attribute factory registration, and if there is factory registration method, it invokes this method factory registration. It invokes this method with attribute. So here now, where we were? Yeah, here. So it fires this method register in factory, and this method just registers with key its own type. So thanks to that, now when I want to just create I can... No, other way. So now I can, from editor, just write name, change text color, and from code I can create this instance of this class, change text color behavior, only thanks to this key. So now I can go to other things and just write them down. So this simple sound behavior will be left for now, or maybe no, not. Let me close other tabs. I want to leave only one tab. I don't like this moment when there are a lot of tabs and it's hard to find what you need. Okay, I'm here in Unity UI. Let me go back to buttons. Okay, and go to reactions. So I have changed text color, and I have only sound. So let's just copy that. Okay, maybe let's go... No. Let's change this to protected, because I don't want it to be called by accident from somewhere else. Okay. So please use NecUtils. And here I want to, with under simple sound, have this type here. Okay. Let me create this change. Is there any language that supports variadic generics? I'm feeling like you are talking to me in Chinese, to be honest. Variadic generic, it's totally unknown concept, or either, I would say that rather term for me. Okay, let's have something to drink. To be honest, today it's so hot right now. I went quickly to the shop, like for few minutes, and I came back sweating. Now I had to close all my windows because a big storm is coming. So now it's very hot with those two lamps. This Golang language, as we are talking right now, it's quite interesting. I love this ad on YouTube from JetBrains, where they are showing their Golang, their IDE for this Go language, and I love this ad, and I think I want to try Golang only based on this ad. So now I want here to expose I wouldn't even try to change your mind, Blixon. Golang has the best mascot. Period. I think I want to change it a little. So here, base button, and also I want to expose, not expose, pass parameter that is type of no, stop it. Setting data. Thanks to that, I can create public abstract, or maybe no, not. Can I do it like that? Okay, where T inherits from setting data. Okay, here I can expose with field, so it will be public T data. It will be get, maybe set even. Okay, so now I can inherit after this with passing here sound. How was it called? It was called fmod sound data. Stop it. Fmod sound data. And here I can take as parameter fmod sound data and pass it here, data. That's great. And now, thanks to that, I have data property exposed easily from base class, and I don't have to care about writing other I don't have to care about writing other types to every behavior. Okay, so thanks to that, I don't have to care more about it. So now I can just add this color data, of course, pass it data here, and I have support everywhere to change this data. So in this change text color behavior, I want to take my button. Oh, I know what I want. I want also to make this this button element behavior inherits after this disposable interface to make some kind of distractor to have something to call when I want to remove it, so I can just detach my events. So this will be public. Can I make it abstract? I can make it abstract. Great. So now I have this dispose method. So now here, where in constructor, I can just attach to events. So on selected, I can go with methods. So let me just write protected or private. Let's go with private. Void on button selected. Okay. And here I will go with, oh, I can write here, I can also have not public but protected base button, like button, and in construct I can write only like button equals base button. What is more, I can make it read, no, I can make it read only, to be sure that no one change this property, because behavior shouldn't change its attached button. So here I can go with base with button that, oh, I don't have exposed text from button. Let's go here. Where is text? It's here. So let's make it just public property for that. Yeah, let's make it public. It should be like that and like that. I think I could use this field serialize field, but I don't know how it behaves with this attribute. It should behave properly, but let me leave it like that. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. I can't do it like that. My whole idea of that just broke down? No. Come on. Don't do it to me. I cannot store them like that? Can I go like that? Or can I go with data? It's like setting data. Will it work? We will see. We can do it. Let's do it like that in a way for debug purposes. Let's try add something and use, of course, mono UI, but another instance that, let's go with change color. Okay, so let's go with that instance with this factory and create instance of type so I have to pass here, and I have to pass parameters that it will be this, and it will be new. It will be null for now, and it's not working. Oh, damn it. So here it gives me button element behavior with the inside of it. I cannot store them here, and I can't go like that. That's lame. Or maybe not. That's very stupid. Or is it? Is it or is it not? So I will have access to it. So it will let me remove those behaviors when I don't need them anymore. But I lost ability to change this data field. Or maybe not. Let me have some fun with it. So can I go with it like that? What is wrong here? It won't work like that. Of course. Or can I go here with like that? Will it work? Even? I think I'm doing something very sketchy. Yeah, I think it's called sketchy. But if it works, it can be great. Let's test it. I hope it won't explode. So I have to make, of course, a manager, UI manager. No, I don't have to do it because here it should have been created. Do I have some buttons? So let's on this canvas. No, it's wrong canvas. On this canvas, yeah. Is it base button? Yeah, it's base button. So this serialized fields is removed, of course. Let's save it and let's run it. How much it will crash and explode? Okay. So from the start, no pop-up prefab was provided. Okay, no problem. Don't shout at me. I will quickly fix that. So oh, it should work. No pop-up prefab was provided. No pop-up, no pop-up prefab. So it didn't find default pop-up prefab. Oh, it's just wrong name. Okay. It should work just fine. Oh, it tells me that this key was not present. So that means this method wasn't fired. Is it stupid mistake? So it should take methods that are should they be static? Yeah, they should be static. So know this for me. So let's go with protect with private static. Okay, and let's go with no, don't close it for me. Come back. Okay. Well, would it work now? Please? Pretty please? No. Object reference not sends to an instance of an object. So you're telling me that something from here was not set. I know, I'm just retarded a little bit. Yeah, because when it's called from here, it shouldn't... when it was called from here, it wasn't right to the property, I think. But now I can go with it like that. So where is it? Where is Keybase factory? So let's make this public without static. Yeah. Now it should work. Okay. Play and please work. So you're telling me that you cannot create this instance so if it's color data here, you can't do it. That's painful, but I guess no template for me. And here let's go with settings data, just like that. Go with settings data, and it will be more painful, but I think it will be easier to maintain, and I shouldn't, and I won't have problems, and I don't have to fight it with it further. So clear it, just let it rebuild. Hello folks, and welcome on the stream. Welcome. Long time no see, I would say. And But now it should work just fine. Please be good button, I would say, but no, of course not. What is wrong with you now? Of course, behaviors are empty. So sorry, not empty. They are null. So they didn't even exist. Oh, that's a pity. But I hope you're good now. Okay, so now I can work with that. So I can change it. So here I have data. It's very painful to go through. I hope you will get good soon. So here I have data, and in some way I have to react on setting it. So let's do it in another way. So let's make it protected, not private, protected. Setting data, of course, data. Let's go with this naming. I think it will be clearer, more clear. Data equals settings data. Okay, and now I want to expose methods that will be called public, of course, abstract void change data. Here I will be passing setting data, of course, and I can do some type checking. So here in every place I can react to this data changing. So for example, here I can cache as private color data, of course, color data. Maybe let's go with changing name here to not data but a base data. It will be better for now, I think. And thanks to that, I can this name only data. Let's also rename this to new data, of course, and it will be good enough. So I've come this long journey just to a moment where I can just change text color of the text. So here, if base button that text is null, so there's no text, let's go with debug.log. Oh, why you are not letting me log error? What is wrong with why there's it's F mode? Oh, you used F mode's debug. No. Use my Unity Engine's debug. So log error button without text was provided, and let's go with return. Okay, and here on button select, let me fire on button selected, and here from text I want to take color property and set it to data that selected color. Great. And here on button deselected, I want to take deselected color. of course, here, when base button on deselect is fired, I want to use method on button deselected. Great. Here on change data, I want to do very I have to do two things. So first thing, I have to write base that change data with new data to write it in a base property. I'm not sure if I need it. Do I need it? Let's leave it like that. Let's don't go around it. So, and data, let's set to no, first things first, I have to check if new data is not color data. No, is not color data. Let's write me this to color data. Nice remodeling. Thank you very much. I appreciate that you like it. But you meant everything under stream. We changed it some time ago. I love this vibe from it. Very homemade. But now it looks more professional, and especially when we want to push some limits, what we can do. I can tell you that it's quite maybe now in another way. We want to work on our other game that we created something ago, and we prepared some art, we prepared some story, we prepared very basic prototype, and we want to work on that, and we are looking for some investor or publisher to do that. And we wish we will be able in the future do it. And it's very hard work to prepare it, this whole pitch to them, to make it good. And yeah, we have to be more professional to do that and find some money, because it's a lot when we looked at some budgets and how much everything costs. So if it's not, let me write log error. Or maybe not. Maybe I can go with no. Debug that assert. Yeah. I can go with new here. Assert that new data is color data. And if it's not, new data is not color data. And here, just go with data equals this color data, new data. Why I did that? Because these assertions should be cut out from build, so this check will not exist in a build, but we will test everything inside of Unity at this time, so it shouldn't even occur. No, don't do it, don't delete it. Here, let's change it just to virtual and set base data to the new data. Okay. new data. Okay. I don't like it that it wants to make protected fields with capital with capital letter at front. I don't like this. Okay, so I think I prepared everything to make colors of text on buttons change. It kind of reminds me lab windows. What exactly? You mean those assertions? Those debug that assert? Okay. I didn't even use it, but I I think I can understand how hard it is to work with it. Okay. Here I should go to the simple. No, I will leave it like that with buttons, with sounds. I don't have sound, so for now I can leave it. So I have sound data, I have datas. So what's now? I can go with setting data and I can go like that. I can create protected or maybe public methods, public voids, apply, just apply, nothing wrong with passing base button as parameter. Okay, it should be virtual, or what type it should be. Let's make it abstract. I think it will be easier if it will be abstract. We will see in a moment. So stop. Let's think about it. Should it be abstract or virtual? So to apply this, I will just call method from base button with key. So like that, I can go button that apply setting. Maybe add, maybe let's name it add or override setting. Passing, of course, this. It should be good. So now let's go to the button, this base button. Okay, and let's prepare this method. So those are Unity callbacks. I will leave it like that. Let's go with public void add or override setting with it was called setting data. Okay, and now thanks to my whole fun with it, I can do it like that. Behaviors that add or update. No. So if behaviors that contains key that is already in data, so data.key, I only want to go to behaviors, go to maybe change it to try get value with key, and of course out var setting. Oh, not that, it's var. Okay, setting. And of course, change it back to it was behavior. Yes, it was button element behavior. Okay. And now I can go with it like that. So setting that change data and pass this data. And now I can just return, and if it was already if it wasn't added to this dictionary, I can go with like change text color, go here, create instance of not hard-coded key, but go with data.key, and pass this as button and pass data as this data, because those settings here have two parameters in constructor. I have to pass them here with this create instance to make it work. So now I'm passing button to make it possible to add two events, and data to use this data. Okay, I have to also expose method that will be called remove setting. Let's go only with the key. So I need only key here. And if, let's go like that. If there is this key already, I want it to dispose. So this is a way to fire methods in them. So for example, in this change color behavior, it should be here in a dispose that this select and deselect should be detached from button. Okay, and thanks to that, I can from behavior just remove from key. Yeah, and that's all. So maybe let's write some debug that maybe go with log error. Does fmod is also added? Does fmod? No. Go away. I don't want you here. I want debug from Unity that log error. Let's go with this $sign. So behavior with key. Let's go with key was not found. Great. I will just remove this dispose, so let the setting know that it should be detached, and remove from behaviors. Now I can go to those settings. So button settings. No. Here, settings data. So apply goes like that. Sure. And I wanted to do something maybe not sketchy, but something interesting. I want to take a serialized field that will have also self in it, this parameter, this attribute from this core, but make this optional and base, and here it will be private, not protected, private base button button So, oh, sorry for that. I thought I quickly muted myself. So thanks to that, I can go with awake, and if button is not equal to null, so it's attached, it exists, so it's place where it's added to button. I will show you in a moment what I meant. It will just fire apply with this button. Why I did it like that? Oh, no. Let's rename this to attached button. Okay. Oh, of course, I don't need it because it was never set up. So why I did it in this way? So thanks to that, I can have these button settings that have settings. So for example, it has color data. That is, it is called change text color. Okay, I can have black. Maybe now. Let's make it very visible. I can have green color when it's selected, and I can have red color when it's deselected. Let me make these colors both black, because I know from my experience with working with similar system that usually this alpha set to 0 is left there, and it's quite problematic and painful to work with it. So I have those colors, and thanks to that, I have those global settings, so I can group buttons with them with each other. So I can here go with refresh. I have those buttons here attached. Okay, so now here I have this button settings. Let's rename it to default buttons settings. Okay, that's good. But I want to have another group that have quite different text. For example, it has everything the same, like sound and so on. But I want their text to change to, for example, blue color when it's selected. I can go with prefab variant, so like that, and I can name this group 1 buttons. Okay. So now I can hear only the selected color change to blue. I don't have to do anything else. So, and now in a few moments, I want to, for example, add sounds. So when I add this to this by default button settings, it will propagate to every this variant. So now I grouped buttons with those components. But sometimes I want to change something with only one button. For example, let me show you. Okay, like that. And I think I want to. So on awake, they will start. I can do it with setting base button. Where is base button? Where is base button? I want to make sure with something. Base button, here it is. I want to make sure that button as a base button script default script default execution order with -1. I want to make sure that it fires as a first component. So awakes will should be first fired as first in every game object. Let's make sure that it's added here. Sometimes it's not added. Yeah, when you create button already and you later set this default, it won't be here. So this base button and set it to -1. Good. Okay, apply. So what is coming here? So now I have this button. So this button is from default group. This button is from default group. This button should be lower to make it clear. Should be from this group 1. So it has different color. Of course, I'm not firing now this attaching. So let me quickly change that. So here on awake, I want to go to my group and fire register apply with this. So these settings should have exposed method. Let's change it to private. Settings data. It will be cleaner. I don't want to expose it like that. Let's make this public void apply with base button. And I want here only to go for each in setting data. I want to go with every setting, and with every setting I want to fire apply method with button. So thanks to that, at the beginning, every button from here will have this changing color reaction added to it. That's nice. But sometimes I want, for example, in this button, I want to override behavior of changing colors. For example, I want them always to be black, or maybe make something different. So thanks to so thanks to that here in those button settings data, I have awake. I can just simply go here, add component color data with key that is set here. So color text, yeah, here. And I can override this behavior. I can set color to be green on selected, and on the selected I can make it pink. And it should work just fine. It's not working just fine. Why it's not working just fine? Please tell me what's wrong. But I hope you know what's the deal. So why? Is it here attached? Let's check it if it's here attaching. So let's add debugger. It will be the fastest way to make sure. I could of course write debug log, but I don't like it. And to be honest, I dropped this support for I dropped this using this debugs from code. I see that I made little mistake here. I forgot about on validate to fire this that validate refs to make this self attribute work. Okay, but apart from it, everything else should work, I hope. Okay. Oh, it's attached. Great. So now when I press play, will it even attach? It's attaching. Okay, so is it on a... Oh, it was only on a button here. So those groups didn't worked. Oh, you're telling me there's something wrong. So button or data is not set. Of course it's not set, because data here should be set like that. Or maybe let's just call it change data. Why even bother? Why it wants to? Let's doesn't care about it. So why this button? Okay, this button fires apply on group button settings, and it should go through all settings and fire apply. Every apply is doing this, so it should work in some way, but it's not working. Why? Okay, let's leave it like that to make it compile. Okay, I have those groups. Oh, those groups are not set. Okay, refresh. Great. OnValidate is only called in editor, so I can tweak it a little. So here on validate, here I can go with that. So if item is validating, and if button, this attached button is still equal to null, so it means I'm not attached to a button, so I should be in settings. So I can go here, and also if, where is end? Here. And try get component that is type of this button settings. Okay, so if it's attached, just fire this reset. How was it called? Refresh. Public void refresh. Yeah, and it should work. To be honest, it can make... No, it won't make any difference for me in editor, I think. But yeah. So now when I press play, everything should work perfectly. Okay. It's working, so let's go on with that. So as you can see, those buttons change color. So selected color is green. Here you can see that selected color is green. Deselected is red. It's working. And here blue is selected and red is deselected, and it also works. Everything is perfect as it should be. And thanks to that, I don't have to care about multiple components. I only create one. If I want to add new data, for example, I have to only create one data, and whole behavior is kept. And I don't have to create some override and so on and so on. Only thing I have to change here is with this remove feature, I want to override apply, and I don't want to fire add. I want to just fire button dot remove setting passing key. Thanks to that, if I want to just remove some behavior, so for example, I want to Come on, here. From this button, for example, let's remove it. I want to just remove behavior of changing color for text. I can just use that and it will remove. Oh, I know what happens now. That's unfortunate. Or maybe not. I can go with it like that button settings. Because now what happens? Those global settings were applied where the selected color, so default is red, it applied and it fired it on the select callback. So it just used this behavior and on another wake it was removed, but it didn't take color to its previous state. I think the most simple workaround will be adding start and firing this on the select in start. It won't change behavior of buttons. It won't change any. It will be no performance change, but it will be working. Of course, null. And it's done. My another opus magnum in UI space. I feel that's I came to a moment with Unity that it's working like I wanted it to work, and it's good. I'm laughing about because for like half a year, I'm adding some features to further develop Unity UIs, and with every package I may sometimes I'm going to good in a good way, but it gives bad using experience. For example, with these buttons in a previous state, it was iteration from my previous system. There was serialized fields and so on, but now I think I'm done it like it should be. Now I have to do two things with these buttons to make them done and go to finally adding gamepad support. So I want to make this pointer enter exit behavior, of course, some way. Do I have to do it through? Do I have to do it through UI Manager? Can I leave it here? Because on pointer enter, no, it should be left like that. Pointer and exit should be like that. I have to make only one addition to these things. I have to somehow knew if this selection was made by user or it was made through changing area. For example, don't play sound when area is changed. Yeah, that's the one thing that I have to work with. Do I have an easy idea on that? Give me 1 minute. I have to go to toilet. So like I will be back in like 30 seconds. And I'm back. I hope chair didn't make you bored. Okay, so I think with what should I have start with selection? Maybe let's start with selection. Do I have something from event data? So I can have current input module. What is used? So current input module. I have selected object. What is used in event based event data? Let's go to. Oh, I have already opened some. Okay, good to know. So what is used? Is the event used? What does it mean? Ooh. It's some using of the event. But what is my problem here? So when I'm changing window, like what I meant by window. So in my system, what is wrong with you? Oh, of course, sure. So in my system, there are two concepts. First is areas. So this is area. It's like area. I would say it's screen. So I can have menu area, I can have game area, and area contains slots for windows. So how would I explain? I would say it's like, oh, here I have full screen window. So this area is for whole game, and area is always there, and windows can be shown on area. There can be multiple windows on area. There can be only one window, and this behavior, how windows behave, are mainly based on those slots. So I have slots. I can have full screen window slot like here. I can have 3 slots for Windows, and every slot can have its own behavior. So here are single window slots. So this meant that in this slot there can be only one window. So I can have only here I can only open inventory. I can open only some quest log. I can't open it both at once. I think it's quite simple. And when you change window and you are using some gamepad or something like that, you want to select first thing on this window to make this Unity's selection to work. So I open window, so I select item, and I can go third left or right, something like that. But when I change window, I don't want it to make sound. So I want this to be silent selection. So if I select it, I don't want to hear a sound. Yeah, because sound should be from click on the previous window that is changing. Or I'm opening window with inventory. I don't want to hear click of selection on first item. So I have to come up with some way to make those things silent. So like silence, like you have silent selection on lists or something like that. So can I in Unity source of selection? Can I go like that? Oh, Unity has a GitHub repository where they show there's code wrote in C#. So I think it's something like I wanted. So no, it's nothing like what I wanted. But I think I can dig in here with those selects handler. So let's dig into. Okay. Or maybe no. Let's maybe dig here with set selected game object. Okay. I'm going here. So this is some base data cached. Okay, okay. And here I'm going, sorry, attempting to select. Oh. So it goes here, and here it fires some events. So it fires this handlers with passing this base event data. But I can work with that because I can make my own type that inheritance after base event data, and here I can use my pointer data. That is great. I love it. Finally, something is easy. So here I want to maybe in window. Is it window? Area carousel list. No, pop-up window. Let's make here class that will be called silent events data. Okay. And it just inherits after base event data. And it's just constructor. Okay. Great. So what is event system? Oh, event system is easy. So here I want to make it normal. Of course, let me add this bool to onSelect on deselect to make sure if it's silent. So for example, here I will be passing event data is silent. Mainly, I wouldn't even use that because I don't need it. But for example, in this, let me just write is silent. Maybe let's do it properly. Yeah, let's do it properly. So with this button, I can create class that will be called selection events. Okay. Let's do it add. And I don't know how was it made properly. Should it be like public bool is no. I'm doing something wrong. C# delegates event. It was like that. If I remember correctly. So let's add. No, it events array. No. I want to see this usage. Oh yeah, it's handler. It's called handler. Okay, so you create delegate handler. Okay. And here I can pass parameter. Yeah. And I go with that. Great. So selection event. Let's go with handler. I think it's convention from C#. So I think I don't need it here. So here in the base button, I can go with that, and it will be public delegates selection handler. Okay, and one parameter is bool is silent. Okay, and thanks to that, I can change this action to selection handler, and everything should work just fine. Here invoking is good, and those reactions of course break down because they don't use bool parameter. Let's make this parameter that will be skipped. I don't need it, but it works. Okay, so thanks to that, here I can let me leave it to like to do, but use silent to not play sound. Great. My ear is itching so much. Okay, back to my code. I have this behavior. I have it like that. Okay, I created this, I created that. With base button, I'm working with this. So I'm selecting, and let's go with this windows step further. So every window in my mono window should have something what is called default. Yeah, it should be called like that. Okay, so with those windows, let me go with that. Serialize field, private game object, default selected item. Okay, why am I doing that? Because now on validate, I can go with if default is null, just go with debug log, maybe not error, but warning that window should have default selected item selected item set. So thanks to that, thanks to going like that, I can write this very universal behavior. So where when every window is opened, I can find which window is main, which window is more currently focused. And for example, when I will move my mouse away and I will hover something, it's selected. Or maybe I have my mouse, I move it somewhere, it's not hovering anything, and then I grab my gamepad and I'm pressing some arrows to go somewhere, I want to know which item should be selected, because when nothing is selected, this gamepad should focus on this default. Or for example, I have pop-up, and I'm playing this pop-up, can be maybe not pop-up, maybe goes with inventory. I'm playing with my gamepad, and okay, I'm playing open, pressing button to open inventory. I'm opening inventory, and what? No, of course, some items should be selected. So I have to have an option to go left, right, up, down, and select other things. Of course, I can go with. Of course, I can go with cursor with my custom cursor, but I'm not playing with that. I want to. Maybe I don't. I would say that I'm. No. Don't do that like that. So I'm very against adding cursor that you control with gamepad. I don't like it. I think most game that is using this were not designed with gamepad in mind. But you can avoid it, and you can do it in a good way. So this is my goal. Sorry. And so now every window has selected item. Okay. This selection is working. On select on deselected works great. So now I'm opening window, and I have to get in some way if it's so I think I have to do what I have to do. So here I have to use my own UI input actions to make it work properly. So let's make here, it will be mono UI input manager. And what I want to make with that, of course, I have to make public enum that is current input option. Yeah, so enum current input. So one will be mouse, and other one will be not mouse. Maybe let's change this current input. Let's change it to selection source from mouse and direction. Maybe pointer and direction. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. I don't know what is happening today. I'm not allergic to anything, but yeah, something is itching in my nose. Selection source. And what I want to do, I want to have some fun with input actions. So I want to, maybe let's do it like that. Maybe let's go with new window. I want to dig into input manager. because there I made something funny, and I don't want to make it to write it once again. Okay, so if it's moved, no. So of course this thing is good at the for start. So let's like do it like that. I will later work with that, but in one place I think I attached to Unity's input actions in a menu, but I don't know. I don't remember exactly how. It should be somewhere. I think it was in UI Manager. Yeah, it's you in UI Manager. It's not this UI Manager. It's in this UI Manager. Okay. So on selection, change started. Okay, that's I know what it. So it's in input manager. Okay, where it's fired. No. When it's invoke. Yeah, here. So it's navigation event reference. Okay, but how can I get it? It's input action reference. Okay. It's of course a serialized field that is set in some way. Can I go to event put event system that current. So current input module. Oh, I think I've got it. Current module is here. Can I get this as input system UI module? Okay. So let's try get this guy as input. How is it called? Input system. Okay. I think I don't have access to it because assembly definition of this package doesn't reference exactly this new input system. So let me quickly change that. So let's go to next utils, go to, it was here, yeah, exactly. So here I want to reference also input system. It's here, great, and just apply. Perfect. So can I get system UI module? Okay, great. Do I have access here to actions? How is it called exactly? It's called as action assets. I have access to it. Oh, I love it. I love it. So thanks to that, I don't have to make this funny workaround. I can go straightly to that. Why do I need? Oh, I'm not even handed. But I want to just copy that. It will work, right? Right? No. It's action asset. something is not right. Let me just add maybe another project tab. Let's go here. So it's those. It's input action assets. Oh, it's not reference. But still, if I have access to this, I can dig deeper and see what they are doing with it. So let me why do you but this define should be working. Okay, so let's go like that. Let's go find it. Okay. No. Every reference. So here it goes like that. Okay. And what is doing with okay. Okay, those are references. Oh, I can go in a different direction, so I don't have to gain access to it. I can use maybe this move. Okay, that's interesting. So can I get some think action maps? No. Can I go with move that action that performed? I can. That's great. That's great. So I can now I have every tool that I need to find if it's mouse moving, if it's arrows, if it's gamepad, up, down, left, right. That is great. So let me start with private void on selection change started. Okay. So here at the beginning, I want to just attach this method. Yeah, so just fire it. And here, if let's make it private. Now it should be public. I think I will need it somewhere. So selection source, current selection source is set, of course, get and private set. Great. And what's now? So if current selection is already direction, just return, don't do anything. And if it's not, just let's do something. Let's create methods, other private method that will be called set direction input. Okay. So what I want to do, first things first, I want to set to direction. Okay. I want to, I think, hide cursor. I'm thinking now if this system will let me do something similar to Genshin, that when you press Alt, your cursor is free. I think not exactly, but I could just override some methods. But for now, I want to make system that is easy to work with. Yeah, for now. So if I'm changing two directions, I want to take cursor and set it visibility to false, of course. Yeah, okay. And I think that's all. Here. Of course, if I'm starting game, let me import what I need. If current, so if I have attached gamepad, of course I want to fire set direction input to make it work as gamepad mainly. But if it's not attached, let me do it like private void set set pointer input. Right. So current visible source will be pointer, and cursor should be visible. Let's set it to true. Great. Okay. And here we go, like that. Okay. What's wrong with you? Okay, if you say so. So now, if I use my gamepad, so if I use my keyboard, I don't want to do anything. That's stupid. I see now. I see now that it's stupid. What I have to do some more digging with keyboards, but let's leave it for now. Let's leave it like that. Just comment it out. So if I use gamepad in any way, that's true. If I use gamepad on any way, I want to do it like that. Okay. So on selection change started and just enable. And if I use a mouse in any way, so if I use mouse and if pointer, if current source is my pointer, so if it's pointer, I want to return. I don't want to do anything, so it's already pointer. But if it's not pointer, of course, I want to set pointer input. So I'm playing, I'm touching my mouse takes off. Now, and other way, if I'm going and I'm like, okay, now let's use gamepad, and I touch gamepad, I press any button, of course, I'm already changing to, I'm quickly changing to this direction input. Okay, but there is a little problem. Is it or it's not? Because when I use keyboard to start jumping around, I should in some way. That is hard, but I think I should hide my cursor, but I don't want to hide it always. I want to hide it only when it shows. Sorry, I want to hide this cursor or show it and so on only if I'm in menu, in some kind of menu, when there's something to select. I don't have to be honest, this behavior should be right in some other way. Maybe let's do it like that. Maybe let's make a default UI manager. Okay. Sorry. Let's make it like public class. It will be UI input module. Of course, class. Great. And it's an empty class. It's not doing anything. Let's do it like that. Great. And let's make default input module. That is, of course, inheriting after this module. And thanks to that, I will stop. No. Cancel. Alt enter, of course. Rename. What are you doing? Okay, great. Easy. Now, typo. So replace it. Great. Now, here in my model UI manager, when I'm creating it, I can require, of course, this area, but also I can say that I want this UI input module. Input module, of course. And let's take it private. So UI input module, let's call it module. Okay. Of course, here input module equals module. And it should work just fine. Or maybe I think I will need instance. Yeah, here. So let's change this to type. Oh, like that. Type. From system type. Input module type. And here, let's say that input. Let's say that this input module is only in this place equal to how I'm creating new instance from type. I had it somewhere. I had it here. So I'm doing like that. Okay. So create instance. I'm passing you type. So input module type. Great. What do you want? Of course, cast it. No problem. I think now code will scream at me that game manager has wrong. Yeah, there's no argument. And here I want to do it like that. Type of default input module. And now I can do anything what I want. With this default, I can go for my game what I want. But if anytime I wanted to do something completely different, I have an option to do that. And I will do that without breaking. Because if I won't add it here, in future, there is other game that needs this functionality to create totally different input module, And now I'm like, okay, but I have to add it to code, to add option to do it. And other projects that are using this library won't have access to new updates because if they update it, they will break. GameStop will stop working. So I have to do it like that. I think I've created with this hiding mouse when using keyboard. I will leave it like that for now because I don't want to have fun with it, and I not prepared what I want exactly. But wait, will it work like I'm thinking? What will happen if I press... Oh, unhandled exception. Oh. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. No, what? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why? Okay, so of course, stop it. Get some help. Something flies here. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Is it that event system current is not set? Is it really source of it? Really? No, it's first thing that is setting up. So it should work. Let me attach debugger here, of course. Let attach on all. Okay, I know. Stop Unity play. I know that is wrong. Stop. Get some help and start playing. Now I should be able to, yeah. So current is not null, but current input module is null. Oh. Is it the thing what I is it this is what I no, stop. I think what is wrong. I guess that stop it. That this thing is attached of is attaching of course to event system, but it's doing it later. Its awake is after my game managers. So where is my game manager? Why it's not here? So can I go with it like input system? Do I have even access to it? I think I don't have access. Of course, my game manager should be here. So let me guess, it's on awake, it's attaching, right? Or maybe I can use their methods that they are using to get this default and make it, and so I can make it working on my code. So can I find this? Okay. No, I was looking for. Was I looking for that? Really? So maybe let's do it like that. Let's take move. move. So here it has this setting up. No, it's no. I should look for something else. I should work for action assets, right? So let's look for action. Okay, I've got it. So now it's default actions. Okay. Can I go like that? Like copy, and let's paste it here. So I'm creating, of course, new action, and I can create new input action. It won't hurt me a lot, anything. And here I can just go to its action performed. And of course, I think I need to set these default actions enabled to make it work. But I think that's all. That should work. Of course, apply. Sure. No problem. Take it. Apply. I love it. And let's play. It worked. But now if I, of course, it's not stopping my player. One thing that I have to change is that when I move mouse, it should just take selection from mouse. So this is the last thing I will do today. So let me quickly add it to my code. So on the UI, yeah, here. Now, input manager. So if I'm selecting pointer, what I want to do, I want to do I have in event system, do I have something like what have I? Current selected game object. No, it's not the thing that I want. I want to somehow refire this on pointer enter. So what fires? Exactly, what fires on pointer enter? Let me dig deeper here because I have an idea. Here is something that's called track device position. Is it like that? Is it, or maybe it's point? Okay. I want to, it's bad. Too much things. Oh, I have it here. What it's doing? So if it's mouse, I've got things. So here I collect event data. Okay. What am I doing with it further? What's this pointer movement? Oh, I think I've got it. Okay. I think I got what I want. So here is event data, and what is current target here? So if event data is pointer type and it's not express, Oh, I can go with event data and pointer current raycast. Go with it like that. Okay, so it starts from here. So what calls this process pointer? So here I have public override process. It's public override process. Can I go with it like in a quite sketchy way? Input module that process? Will it work? That would be interesting. Oh, no, 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 no. Of course, only if current input module oh, so only if event system current input module is not equal null, then fire process. Could it work? That would be funny. Okay, so now pointer is working. I'm using keyboard. I selected this button up front, and now I move mouse. It's not working. It's not working. So let me quickly dig, maybe bit deeper, like a little. So here I'm creating this thing and perform raycast here. I want to know what this perform raycast does exactly. It's private method, so oh, can I get this? Get last raycast? Maybe if I will just dig deeper in those methods there, everything should work. So what have I? What access do I have here? So activate is pointer should activate. No. What I've got here? Get comp. No, those are Unity methods. So let's go with this like that. Let's go with module and just cast it to input system UI module. Come on. Input system UI module. Okay, so what I can get from this module? I have a lot of things. I like it. Okay, I have another process. Get last raycast results. Is pointer over? No. Let's go with index 0. So I think it could be like that. So go with result. Okay. Result. What here I have? Do I have game object? I have game object. So if no, maybe let's do it like that. Event system dot current dot set selected game object result dot game object. So if it's null, it will unselect current item. That would be big brain time, and that would be easy, too easy to be honest. So okay, here I have, okay, it's selected. No, it's not selecting it. Okay, now it's, oh, it selected this text. I don't like it. Result, what I have here. It's not the thing that I wanted to. Does this text have this option to be raycast target? It is. Oh, I think I fixed this error now. So because now it will be good. So okay, here and move, and it works. Oh, it's good too. It's good that it's working. I know that I could go maybe a bit further, maybe dig a bit deeper to make it work better. But for now, let's do it like I like. So to do, make it work without unsetting raycast target. Maybe resend on pointer enter event. But okay, but here I have raycast. I have it here. I have this process, this raycast. How they are sending events? So I'm process movement. Yeah, here. Let me go here. It goes here. Was moved. Okay. So execute events that execute. Is it like as simple like that? Let me execute events that execute result that game object. So base event data will be just new base event data event system that current, and event functions is like pointer enter handler. Will it work? Is it really that simple? To be honest, I'm not believing it. Okay. So first button, okay, I'm selecting other one and I moved. No, it's not working like that. I'm feeling like I should. Oh, it's going through every hovered. Okay. How this hovered hovered dictionary it's no, it's not dictionary. I think this hovered is like array. So like how this array is set. So it takes event data here and it goes through. But wait, here it's how is it working? Come on, enter. Okay, so it's event data. It's current game object. Is it fact that what does event data have? So base event data. Let's create var data equal to, of course, this new event data. Can I set this to use reset used current input module? Let's set to module. No, I don't have here option to. But selected game object is also not set. It's also no, it's set get. I think I have to dig deeper. Even oh, it's going like that. So let's do it. So easily, just so I have results. I have my game object. So I can go deeper and deeper and just execute these events with this data. Of course. So what is common roots? Oh no, I close it. Pointer should so if it's common root, I'm going okay, so I'm going for every item up to its parents, up until this, some points where common root, and pointer should ignore transform. So let me quickly go there. Control B, common root. Let's find it. Oh, now it's now it's showing properly. Okay. So okay, and this pointer should ignore transform. It's also private method. So it's process pointer movement. So it's finding common root between two game objects, between pointer enter and current target. No, I can leave it like that. I don't need it. I can just remove. Sorry, just remove that up until parent, and let's just do it. Thank you, Foxon, for coming, and see you soon. See ya. So I will go deeper and deeper. Okay. And should I ignore transform? Of course, see you soon. So it's multiplayer event system. I think it's a bit too deep for now. Let's leave it like that. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay, I'm getting last result. I'm going up to current. And I'm firing on pointer enter. Genius. This is why I love digging in Unity's libraries. You can learn so much things. So now I'm here. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, so it should be pointer. So it should be new pointer event data. Of course. Sure, no problem. No problem, pal. And it will work. I hope so, but okay, here it is. Thank you very much. I did it. I did it in a way in which I'm proud of it. So yeah. So for everyone who left, thank you very much for your attention, for your time. If you want, join our Discord. And so see you. And next Friday, I think. Let me quickly check it to be sure. It's here. We're here. Okay. So yeah. See you soon. See you on the next Friday at 7:30 p.m. Polish time. And for everyone here on chat, thank you very much. For everyone on YouTube, feel free to join us on Fridays and Saturdays at 7:30. And well, I can say more. Thank you very much, and see you soon. Bye.